You are being bombarded on daily basis by the news that MT Gox and Germany are selling on daily basis millions and millions of bitcoins, but this is just to hide what's really going on behind the scenes. In this video I will reveal to you what's really going on, and I will actually show you that new money are entering into the crypto market, so make sure you're watching. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Simon from MyCryptoParadise, and as you remember in the previous video I just told you this is a dead cat bounce and we will continue to the downside from 62,000 to 55,000. This is exactly what happened. Right now we are bouncing out of that level and we are actually forming a bullish divergence. Let me show you the textbook example on our website on how this bullish divergence looks like when the RSI indicator or any indicator, even MACD can be used for this, is making higher high, however the price is making lower high. It means the selling volume, momentum and pressure are decreasing, the bears are getting exhausted, and it is prime for a reversal to the upside. And as you can see, this is exactly what is happening at the moment. At the same time, right here below us, the smart money been filling their long positions. For example, on Coinbase, you remember from the previous video I've shared with you this limit order at $55,000 right here, and as you can see that was already filled. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see beautifully this limit order got filled. This was worth millions and millions of dollars, and since then we have started to recover to the upside. And as you can see, the big boys are using at this zone right here every correction as an opportunity to get filled on even more long positions. As you can see right here, another huge buy limit order was filled, and this is exactly what you want to see when a bottom, any major bottom, is being formed. At the same time, we can see that below us right here are being formed another huge buy limit orders, and from the rule of continuing in the direction of a least resistance, you can see that above us is almost nothing until around $69,000 right here. So with Paradise ML VIPs, we have been filling our longs right here as well. As you know from our free Telegram channel, we have been entering into a Bitcoin long position at around $54,400, so exactly at the bottom on July 5. And because we understand that right here below $69,000 is the last free spot where there are no big sell limit orders, we will be very careful with our long positions at this level, probably start taking some profits on our long positions. As you can see also here, this is very interesting because I have been talking about this in the previous video. These sell limit orders actually got triggered by the boring price action. They removed their sell limit orders and started to sell at the market price, and this is exactly what I told you 9 days ago that I want to see, right? We want to see some kind of liquidation of these sell limit orders at market price, and that's what pushed the price lower. Big guys been waiting for this, got filled on their huge buy limit orders, and now the probabilities are starting to point toward a bullish reversal. Of course, there are still these sell limit orders right here because we understand the rules of continuation where there is least resistance. We can see that below us there are some big buy limit orders, which is around, let me show you on this measuring tool right here, it's around like 8% below us, right? And then they would start, if we would somehow manage to break below this support zone which is being formed right here, break below this formation, we would start to hit these big buy limit orders. And for the long positions that been filled right here, that would be nonsense in terms of profitability, right? So what is much easier to do is to push the price higher towards $69,000. Hopefully these sell limit orders will start getting exhausted as well and sell into the price action higher. But as you can see, it's 8% versus 22%, right? So even for the higher risk to reward strategy, pushing the price higher right now is just higher probability thing to do right now. And the big players, the market makers like this will make much more money. So this is just from understanding like what's going on behind the scenes in terms of limit orders, right? But let's have a look at some other data. So on a weekly time frame, you know, from the bottom where we have been calling the bottom right here at 20,000, I told you let's start buying. You know that we are creating this 5 moves to the upside. Elliott Wave Theory right here is working very well on Bitcoin. So basically let me chart it for you right here. You know this from the previous videos, but we have created A, B, C. Right now we are in a D wave, which is basically the corrective wave, and now we are starting E wave that will take us towards $93,000. As you already know, this is our medium time frame cycle finish target. All is playing absolutely beautifully, exactly as I wanted to have it right at these levels. We are also creating a hidden bullish divergence. As you can see, we have finished the D wave right here at 0.618 Fibonacci retracement zone, which is also very important, as you can see right here on this textbook example. At the same time, we are creating a bullish divergence. If you take a look at our RSI indicator right here, the RSI is making lower high, as you can see also right here. I've taken this from our MyCryptoParadise.com educational blog post. So the RSI is making lower high, however the price is making higher low. Excuse me, the RSI is actually making lower low and the price is making higher low, right? What does it mean? The momentum is there, however the price is not following, and unlike the indicator is making higher low instead. That means there is some momentum of selling pressure going on, quite aggressive as you can see, but it's not supported by some powerful players in the market. That can be visible also on the volume, which is below average. This is our moving average trend line of the volume. You can see that the selling pressure is below average. So retail have been creating this selling pressure, and we can get a confirmation of that also by looking at our funding rates. So right now you can see that the funding rates are from 90% negative. That means that people are shorting at resistance. Yeah, we are still at resistance right here. We need to first overcome this one right here to continue higher, but we have got a very nice reaction from the support zone right here, and because the people are shorting this resistance, they are actually providing liquidity for a pump higher. Let me explain that why. Because the people are entering into short positions, fresh short positions, they expecting the price to plummet more down, right? So they need to have some stop losses levels, right? And if they are not using stop loss levels, they are trading on leverage. So there is going to be some liquidation levels. So for example, they have a stop loss right here, then the liquidation levels are around here. So basically what the whales, what the market makers just needs to do is just to push a little bit above this resistance right here, and then it starts to trigger these stop losses and liquidation levels. Once the shorts are closed, it will automatically open a long positions, and that will help the price to move higher. For the whales, this is very easy on how to make money, because we also understand, I have shared with you, that above us there is almost no sell walls until like $69,000, right? So let me confirm the liquidation levels by looking at our liquidation heat map, and yeah, we can see like loads of orders right here above this high. So for the whales, it just takes a little bit of volume, start triggering these liquidation levels, and the price will automatically go higher and higher. You can see below us there is almost none of liquidation levels. Above us, this is very juicy, right? At the same time, the sentiment of retail, this is our AI tool. You can visit MyCryptoParadise.com and monitor that yourself. You can see that the sentiment is at all-time lows, right? Sentiment on social media like Reddit, Twitter and Bitcoin Talk extremely bearish, and that just confirms that retail, majority of traders expecting lower prices. And if you understand the thing that 95% of people losing money long term in this market and only minorities making the money, and basically that 95% of people who are day trading in crypto markets has less money than actually that 5 to 10% of people that are making money long term, you also understand that if you want to be among this low percentage of profitable traders, you need to understand herd psychology, right? So you need to start doing what most of the people are not doing, and most of the times go against the majority. So that means if you want to be continuously profitable, you need to start applying in your trading systems and strategies a little bit of psychology as well. In a minute, we will go into why I think new money are entering into the market. I will show you exactly the data which I'm looking at, but before that, I want to show you what I'm talking about in terms of long-term profitability. So if you take a look, for example, on this guy, from $1.5 million profit to 800,000 loss, all right? So this guy is trading with some capital. He is still a retail trader. It's not a small capital, but it's not even a very big one, right? But the interesting thing is what's happening, and I promise you this is a graph of most of the traders, most of the retail day traders. So what is happening actually in this curve is that they are trading, right? They start to make some profits, they get lucky. Here this guy thought probably like he's some absolute god, and then the probabilities start to playing out, right? And this is the long-term curve. So when I say what you need to do in terms of long-term profitability, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So you need to be applying risk management, you need to be applying psychology into your trading strategies, and you need to be watching the data most of the traders are not watching to have the best probabilities on every trade you take. So most of the traders, it is very easy for them to make money, right? Like for this guy, you just need to be a little bit lucky. He got a great time during the bull market that he entered in some trades and then he held that. But if you want to be long-term profitable, if you want to be step by step increasing your portfolio size, you need to start playing like a professional trader, not like a gambler in a casino, all right? Kudos to this guy for the transparency. Most of the people are hiding the losses, but I just wanted to show you what's happening with most of the day traders right now, alright? Being long-term profitable takes skill, knowledge, patience, discipline, and going against the herd psychology, alright? This guy tried to probably make it to 1 billion or whatever, right? But his bad style of trading in the long term took all the profits back from him. So just the curve, yeah? This probably took like 2 months. This took like 6 months, alright? So most of the people can be profitable for 3, 6, even 1 year time frame. But then if you take a look at their PNL in terms of like 3, 4 years, you will start to understand who is a good trader, who is not that good trader. So this is very important to understand. I want to make sure that with these videos, everybody will be able to recognize only the highest probability trades, start applying some great trading strategy, and avoid this from happening to you. Now to the new money flowing into the market, let me switch to here. I can just look at these 4 charts and I can tell you why new money are flowing into the market. So the first chart is DXY. This is dollar index, and as you can see, the dollar index is currently at our long-term resistance, and from a medium perspective, we are at a 0.618 Fibonacci retracement zone, which is acting as a resistance as well, right? So the dollar index with a higher probability will continue its downward pressure towards $100 marks. So that's first thing to understand. When dollar index is going down, most of the other currencies, including Bitcoin, historically starts to go up, alright? That's one thing which is important, because the dollar index, fiat money will just not vanish, right? It will be transferred somewhere. And now I will explain to you why I think this dollar is being transferred into a cryptocurrency. So we need to take a look at Bitcoin. We are looking at Bitcoin right now, and we see that from a lower time frame perspective, we are rising, right? In a past day or so, right here. And at the same time, if you take a look at Bitcoin dominance, at the same time frame, the Bitcoin dominance is decreasing. So Bitcoin is going to the upside, Bitcoin dominance is decreasing, and when we look at USD dominance, we can see that it is 0.20% in a profit. What it tells us is that Bitcoin is rising, the new money are buying Bitcoin, right? But the Bitcoin dominance is decreasing. That means not all of that money money have been previously in the market. There are new money entering into the market, because if the Bitcoin would be rising only from the money that been previously in like other altcoins, the Bitcoin dominance would be rising as well, right? That means that new fresh money from fiat currency, from DXY, is entering the market, because this new fresh money is being redistributed into altcoins as well. That is why you see USD dominance to be rising while Bitcoin dominance is decreasing. So right now the probabilities are clear. We are expecting Bitcoin to start destroying this major medium time frame resistance. Previously it was shifted from a support zone. What will help us is the liquidation levels that are positioned inside of this resistance zone, which will help us to push the price higher. And we believe that unless there will be something changed in the market, we are heading towards $93,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been warning you that we are going down from right here, from $70,000. We went down for around more than 20%. Right now, this is the first time I'm telling you, alright, the probabilities are starting to look for a reversal. We have hit our final liquidation Wyckoff triangle target, and this is the time with Paradise Family VIPs we are starting to get aggressive again. I really believe bulls are starting to step up into the market, and I will be updating you in the next videos about the upcoming price action. As always, if you are ready to start trading like a professional, I will see you inside of our Paradise Family VIP if there are still some seats left, or you can just join our free Telegram channels if you want to be updated from us on daily basis. Cheers!